Hello folks, Typhoon Carter here, and I bring to you Smogon Premier League 17. This is a Week 6 showdown between 199 of the Grande Bigs and Martial Law of the Stark Sharks. So, Martial Law off to a pretty good start. I believe he is 2-0 going into this contest, having previously beaten SFG and Marco P. Or 199, I believe, going into this Week 6 matchup, he's like 2-3, or it's like 2-3 or something like that. Anyways, that being said though, interesting matchup here, because like 199, his season's been kind of up and down, whereas for Marshall, I mean, he had to come in mid-season. He's like in pretty good form going into this matchup, but that being said though, let's jump right into this. Gyarados leads, Suicune lead. So, under 99 does not want to stay in on this because of the fact that the Suicune is most certainly could have Hidden Power Electric. If it does, then the Gyarados is going to have to swap out, going to have to probably go into a Suicune check of some kind. Now, this Gyarados, there's two trajectories here. This is either like defensive T-Wave Gyarados with like Rest Talk. Now, if that's the case, then 199 likely has something like a Roserade or like a Clefable, or like something along those lines that kind of like help fight off the Suicune. Now, if you're Marshall, Suicune can actually you can either sub. Now, if you're sub, then you're banking on the Gyarados switching out and respecting the Hidden Power Electric. Two, you can just raw CM knowing that he's gonna switch out. Okay, raw CM's here, and just gotta go straight in. Got EQ here, and then now goes into Steelix. Okay, so Steelix is actually pretty interesting. First, I actually seeing this in SPL. So what we have going on here is that the main reason why you might want to use Steelix is one, you have a Toxic Spikes immune, and then on top of that, you can completely wall something like a sub Jirachi with like Iron Head Thunder, which has been a set which when paired with T-Spikes is very hard to stop. The second thing is that like it's just very bulky as a wall. Okay, so it is Protect and into a Starmie and Hydro Pumps here. So this Suicune is lacking in Hidden Power Electric, so this is just Pump Ice Beam. The reason why you might see Protect on lead Suicune is that Protect gives you an option to protect yourself, no pun intended, against something like a Azelf just like trying to explode. Like let's say you get the Hydro Pump off and then you think the Azelf's gonna explode, then you can Protect, prevent explosion from just going off. That's why you might want to run. It also lets you scout what like a lead Latias might be running. T-Wave is shown here, interesting. So Starmie's gonna go down. That is probably a modest Suicune, which makes sense. And now Gyarados is into a Skarm. So Marshall brings Skarm, finally showing a second piece of his team. And Stealth Rocks. Fire Blast is here, and huge burn. But okay, so this is Fizdef Skarm, I think, or it might be Spadef. And then Swampert's gonna come in, so we have a double water structure here. And then go Waterfall. Huge crit there. So this is pretty interesting. And kind of in a weird spot where under 99 is in a bit of trouble because of the fact that one, this Suicune, like the Suicune is pretty low. That Gyarados means that it showed EQ, so it's probably like CB or something, or DD whacking. So Gyarados is gonna have to like just try to get as much damage as possible. For Marshall, this is a weird spot because your Skarmory's burned. The Tyranitar, so you're gonna have trouble keeping the Tyranitar at bay because of that burn early on. But the Steelix means that Steelix normally cannot touch Skarm, so there's just that to consider. And then so Marshall's just gonna Protect here. Probably just gonna scout this. Gonna go into Suicune. Okay. Oh, this is a CB Guru. So, Suicune's gonna get worn down here, and oh, we're gonna get flinch, but you can just protect here. If you don't get full parry, it should be. Oh, that is the yeah, right as I say that. That was probably the last thing Marshall wanted to see, because I think that 30% could have been crucial. Oh, and Polion's sent out though, and oh no, if this is sub Pitaya, now if this is agility, hydro pump or slash surf with grass knot, then Marshall is in a lot of trouble with that Swampert. Actually not, even if it's like surf ice beam, like this Empoleon's like going to hit like a truck, because of the fact that one Swampert's probably taking a bazillion damage. And then Suicune's gonna come in. Okay, sure, like you're okay for now, but as for 199's last, I'm actually not sure what his last might be. And oh, got agility here. 199's probably just going to, okay, well it's in torrent range now, but it's not in Pitaya range. You want to be in Pitaya range here. And then this Zapdos will probably live, like if my head calcs are not lying. But this is Spidef Zap and you are in hella trouble. Okay, that just outright killed. And Lucario's gonna come in. This is probably like Vacuum Wave Lucario, because I know Marshall has brought that before. Well, actually no, on this team I think it might just be E-Speed, like, you know, like just SD, CC, that kind of thing. But then... Wait, what? Okay, I guess he just didn't have it. Oh, that was awkward. Okay. So I guess 199 wins, and he's going to go to 3-3 on the season. Marshall's gonna fall to 2-1. That was a weird game. So the Lucario, so like Marshall clearly, you can't see it, but he clearly did have time left on his timer. I guess he was. Yeah, I really don't know what was up with that. Because like the Lucario. Was it just, did it just not have fist play or something, or was this Scarf? Like I'm not sure. Actually no, but if it's Scarf, then Empoleon usually, I say usually, will outspeed this. I like 480. Okay. Actually no, it was okay, so I guess what happened was that Marshall either had Scarf Lucario, which should be able to outspeed Modest Empo, and then what likely happened was that Marshall was hoping that it was, you know, Modest or something. And then instead it was Timid, and then if it was Timid with, like, you know, Torrent plus you know, Pitaya boost, then it's like you were screwed. So that's the only reason why that play might have made sense, was that it was probably Jolly Scarf Lucario, and then the Zapdos going down to Surf was a bit of a surprise, because normally Zapdos eats that stuff up all day. What likely happened though was that either Marshall got a really bad roll off that, or his Zapdos was just really frail. Not 100% clear. It might have just, yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe it was not max HP or something. But I digress. So pretty good stuff here. 199's team, you know, you got the triple water, and then you got the Tyranitar to back up against the Rotom, and then you even have the Steelix if you want an option to like kind of pivot into electric moves, like say on a Scarf Rotom, which would actually be a huge headache for this team. You have the Pursuiter, you have the Electric Immune that could like also throw rocks up, and then for the last here, I think for 199 it was either a second steel. Oh wait, no, not a second steel. It was probably like a Latias would actually make some sense here. Last, because that way you can say, you know, Healing Wish the Empoleon or the Gyarados, or, you know, even the Starmie. Like, that's one possible trajectory that 199 could have taken. The other, like Scarflaty, I think it would actually make a lot of sense, because you cover your DDers, you actually cover a lot. But then you also have the Steelix, which, you know, it's got like 200 base defense or something, off the top of my head, which can like usually eat a hit and then just explode on stuff. And then, yeah, so, you know, that's what's going on. And for the Sharks, it's gonna be interesting whether they keep Marshall in and try to let him have another go at it, or if Malekith is going to make a return. But yeah, so that's what's going on. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.